Hi, everyone. This is going to be your collective Zodiac tarot reading for the month of September of 2025. Okay. If you're new here, I will do all 12 houses and then I will do a final overall card in the center. I'll explain each house as we go around. Okay. We're on the verge of saying goodbye to summer. We have 3 weeks. Let's see what this month is going to bring us for the collective. September 2025. Come on, fumble fingers. Here we go. Let's try that again. All right. My hands are not cooperating today. I'm not starting September off very well. All right. First house. This is just where we're at overall as a collective. Normally, when I would do this for a private reading, it would be about that one particular person. But since we're a collective group, we are a family. Don't make me sing. We are family. Sorry. This is the house of Aries. How are we as a collective? Where are we at? Oh, no. No. That's the Ten of Swords. All right. You surrendered. Oh, no. Can't take it anymore. Maybe you feel like you've been stabbed in the back. But remember, swords are about communication, and maybe you're just tired of all the BS of what you hear and what you don't hear. You're just like, I'm going to start this month off. I'm so tired of everybody's bull crap. I'm just done. Well, okay then. All right. That's all right. That's why the Spirit's always telling you, turn it off. Okay, if you need a break. All right, the second house is the house of Taurus, and this is always a representation of materialistic things and money. The Knight of Wands. We just kind of have this fire in our belly that we want to get going on our missions and take action and like speed it up already. Tired. Alrighty then. Third house, Gemini. Now, this is a representation of your mental state. How do you talk to yourself? All right. Where's everybody's mind? The Lover's card. This is a good thing. This is the Lover's card. If you can't see, it's hard to squeeze them all in here. But the Lover's card is a representation of making deals, and, you know, it can be contractual working together, but it's really just love energy. So you're just trying to love on everybody, including yourself. And that's good. You love yourself because that's been hard for some people. All right. The House of Cancer is about home and family. So what's going on under your roofs? The moon. I'm not telling. The moon card can be, there's a lot of confusion going on. It can be an intuitive state, but there's just it can be chaos. Everybody's confused. Nobody knows what's going on. Okay. People in your household might think that you're all full of crap because this is just an illusion. No, there's nothing going on. Well, continue to love them. It's all right. The house of Leo, the fifth house, is a representation of creativity. What are you wanting to create? How you feeling about it? King of Cups. All right. Getting control over your emotions. You may be trying to reel it in just a little too much. People are very, very creative beings, but they try to look at it at this point in a realistic point of view. Like, I have to not get too emotional about what I really want to create because I'm just not able to do it, or I don't want to do too much too fast. You're just trying to control. Maybe you're just trying to reel in the excitement of all the things you want to create. All right. The sixth house of Virgo is a representation of your job and your physical health for the month of September. The Magician. You're going to be making things happen. This is manifesting better health and making things work at your job, your place of employment. All right. Libra is the seventh house, and this is always, all right, guys, the ones that are out there looking for your woman and your man. This is love and romance. Now that's interesting. Three of Pentacles is a community card. Maybe out there in the community and you're stalking somebody. I mean, trying to meet people. All right. And maybe you're just trying to wait until we can all meet and then find those like-minded people, the ones you're going to end up working with, and that's okay. Many of you all have had personal readings, and that has been the answer. All right. The eighth house of Scorpio. Now, this represents changes that are coming. All right. Changes that are coming for the month of September. Temperance. Oh, great. All right. Now, temperance is keeping our temper under check and being patient. Apparently, that's going to change. Maybe we won't have to be patient anymore. Something's going to happen. All right. Interesting. The ninth house is in Sagittarius, and this is always a representation of spirituality. What do you know? How are you doing with your spiritual journey? Okay. Chariot, you are moving right along from dark to light. You're starting to see through the BS, but that's a triumph card. You're mastering it. Well done, family. That's beautiful. The 10th house is in Capricorn, and this is career ambitions. That means it's what you want to do. Where are we at in September? You're kind of fighting with yourself over it. That's in inner turmoil and kind of arguing back and forth about, well, I really want to do this, but then again, I really should be doing this. It's kind of something you're working out internally right now. Not quite sure yet on what you want to take action on. That's okay. Give yourself a little mercy and grace and patience. All right. The 11th house is in Aquarius, and this is a representation of community. Basically, this collective community, friends. All right. And where are we at? Be aware of the devil. Very, very strong warning. Make sure that now there's always that phrase out there, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Well, I understand if you're trying to keep an eye on somebody that might be a little tricky, but maybe it's time in the month of September that you're really going to see people's true colors, and you may have to start distancing yourself. And there might be some people in your life that were just maybe a little more ornery than you thought, and that's being nice. All right, people will show themselves. And, the devil card in a friendship situation can represent peer pressure and temptation. Don't be hanging out with people that are going to be doing things, that are trying to get you things to, hey, you want to come over here and do this? Yeah, that's not a good idea. Use your discernment. Someone's not serving you. They're harming you, hurting you, or liable to make you end up in jail. You might want to stay away from them. Okay? 12th house is in the house of Pisces. And these are the challenges that we are going to face in the month of September. We slaying dragons. The Nine of Swords represents unnecessary worry and anxiety. People are going to be losing sleep, and it's not necessary. There's not as much to worry about as you think. There is going to be fear sometime this month, and you feel like that you've got to slay this dragon, demon, whatever it is. All right? Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill. God reminds us all the time, no fear, do not fear, okay? Because when you give in to fear, it lowers your frequency. It gives into this guy, it gives him more power. He feeds on that. Let's not do it. Whatever's going to happen with the collective or with the world in general this month of September of 2025, make sure that fear does not accompany it, okay? Let's go with faith. I'm going to set this aside right here, and then I'm going to pull that final card for you for the month of September. King of Wands. I know our King of Wands is just sitting there. See, it's all about me. Self-centered. No. He knows I love him. King of Wands is just a man of action. He gets things done. Determination. But he's also a man of his word, of integrity. You can trust him. He could be a little hot-headed and tempered if he doesn't get his way. But he's the one that you go to if you need something done. So we need to have that attitude. Getting stuff done. Okay? We are determined to get through this month. So as we kind of start out, tired of the BS and what we hear and don't hear, determined to get going, a loving heart towards everyone. This is good. Your home may be a little rocky. It may be confusion, some chaos under your own roof. Make sure you control your emotions as we go through the month, because you are manifestors. You can get with the most that you want out of your jobs, your love life, hang out with the right people in your community. All right. Apparently our being patient might change a little bit. Now it depends. Everyone's different. If you've been super, super patient, maybe you won't have to any longer. If you haven't been patient at all, it may be an indication that you need to slow down a little bit. All right. Now, we are spiritually triumphing, overcoming. We're just fighting our battles very, very well. That's a beautiful card. All right. If you're not sure about what you want to do, ambition-wise, you're fighting with yourself, back off a little bit. We can't do it all at one time. Back off, do your pros and cons, kind of make priorities. Maybe you just need to lay it down for a minute and come back to it, okay? Friendship and the community-wise, this is just another reminder this month. You're going to might see people come out of the woodwork and really show themselves in their true colors. Do what you can to nip that in the bud, okay? But overall, let's move forward and be determined to get things done and not worry and not have fear, okay? All right, guys, that is your September 2025 Zodiac spread. And, everything is fluid. Everything is always subject to change. So don't panic. We're in control of the energy and frequency. If you see something a little negative here that you want to get a better grip on, then you take charge of it. Okay? All right, guys. I will see you in the morning Tuesday morning for oracles for my U.S. family. Enjoy and have a happy Labor Day.